I guess I first encountered Dharma Punks when it was first coming out with the first issue, and it was immediately apparent this was one hell of a comic. It was incredibly well drawn, really well crafted, beautifully written, and it was about something. It wasn't just someone doing a self-indulgent, hey, I'm going to do a comic. This was a comic that was about stuff that was really meaningful and challenging. It's a story that's full of dilemmas and characters who are really struggling to find an answer. So while I was reading it, I was caught up in all that, and it just carried me along, and I'd be waiting for each new issue as it came out. Once it was finished, I was able to look back and think, this is actually a really important comic. It's easily one of the most important comics ever made in New Zealand. But also, this is one of my favourite graphic novels that I've ever read. I think this project is really important for a number of reasons. First of all, we all want to have this book. All those of us that read Dharma Punks back in the day, most of us want to have it on our shelves with a spine. Also, a lot of those issues, it's been out of print for a long time. It's very, very hard to get. Some of us don't have the whole set. So that's the first reason, is that we want to have this book. The second reason is that Dharma Punks deserves a really wide readership. This book deserves to be recognised as one of the great graphic novels ever produced in New Zealand, and it will be for a long time, I think. But the other reason is that this book is the launching pad for a publishing enterprise which I think is really important for New Zealand comics. I think Earth's End is such a great idea. I think New Zealand needs a publisher that is dedicated specifically to doing graphic novels, that knows comics, that's come out of the scene and that can do them properly, and that can find some of these great classics that haven't been seen by a wider audience, and can also help people finish new work and get it out there. And so I think the time is right. I think this is the right time for Dharma Punks to be collected. I think it's the right time for New Zealand to have a publisher like Earth's End. So I really can't stress enough that this project is my number one comics Kickstarter project for a long time. I'm really, really, really excited about it.